Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is the public address announcer, Josh Gilbert. Welcome to Post 320 Baseball at Lien Memorial Field. Today's doubleheader is between Spearfish Post 164 and your Rapid City Post 320 Stars. We will do the lineups and anthem in the second game, so we're going to get the first game underway. Please remember to be alert for foul balls, heading out of play at all times. Foul balls can be dangerous and can head out of play at any time, so be alert at all times. If you're chasing a foul ball that's going in the street, please look both ways and watch out for cars. Also, fans, for the enjoyment of the game, please refrain from using foul language. Please be courteous to the fans around you and cheer on your team in a positive manner. Please, no smoking, no outside food or drink allowed in the ballpark, and no pets allowed in the ballpark unless they're service animals. Unruly or excessive unsportsmanlike conduct and verbal abuse towards players and coaches and umpires will not be tolerated. Any spectator who verbally abuses a player or a coach.
Here we are live at Lien Memorial Field in Rapid City on KDSJ AM 980, 103.5 FM, and of course on KDSJ-TV on YouTube as we broadcast this game live tonight here again at Lien Memorial Field. Again, Paul James with you here this evening on KDSJ. Clayson Davis is here as well. Clayson is ready to go here, as are the Post 320 Stars, as well as Spearfish Post 164 coming into this game here tonight, playing a doubleheader actually this evening at Lien Memorial Field. And getting ready to go here this evening as Post 320 is coming off of a split last night, and Spearfish Post 164 coming off a couple of games last night as well. Actually, yesterday afternoon, traveled all the way out to Chamberlain to play Sioux Falls East and Sioux Falls West, and a couple of very competitive games that Spearfish Post 164 was able to put up yesterday, so that's fantastic for them. Again, traveling all the way out there, and of course making it a great trip, but coming up short, unfortunately, for Post 164, losing to Sioux Falls West 9-5 and losing to Sioux Falls East 4-3, as we're about ready to get underway here with this one. A little bit late, of course, having a few technical difficulties to get ourselves connected here this afternoon. And, of course, the Dana Dental Arts lineup for you here for Spearfish Post 164. We will get to that as things become available. I believe that's Aiden Meverden. Is that correct? Leading off here for Spearfish Post 164 as we get set to go here. Again, the doubleheader this afternoon and evening. First pitch is going to be a ball to Meverden.
First pitch, 4:57.
And just trying to get everything squared away here, so I'm sure we can see everything. Unfortunately, the scoring not live yet for Post 164, so we'll get to that here in a little bit. Now a ball that hits the ground and comes in a little bit low. It's 2-0 to Meverden. The Post 320 Stars coming into this game, they are just 4-20 on the season. And Spearfish Post 164, 12-14 on the season, 12-16 rather on the season. So Post 164 doing pretty darn well here, as they just won the Allen Tellinghusen tournament in Spearfish this past weekend. And now there's strike one to Meverden. 3-1 here as Post 164 wants to get things started early. Hey, there's a swing at a fly ball. That's going to be high, but out to left. Looks like the left fielder camped under it, and he makes the catch. So there's one out to start this one for Post 164.
Next batter, second baseman, number 4, Walker Wiesman.
Here's Walker Wiesman, who's been hot, to say the least, at the plate. He had a huge Allen Tellinghusen tournament. I believe he batted, it was either 600 or 800 during the tournament. It was it wasn't quite as many at-bats as some of the other guys had, but he has been hot, so he's a guy you want up for you. There's a pitch low and outside for a ball. I'm going to reset my stats here to see if I can get them to score live. And now there's a strike. So a ball and a strike to Wiesman. There we go. I think we got things cooking with gas. Next pitch is going to be outside over the white line of the batter's box on the right-hand side. Again, Wiesman bats left-handed. His brother, younger brother, Tucker, he also bats left-handed but throws right. There's a pitch. Looks like outside. Looks like the pitcher for post 320, Knutson, hit his spot, but the catcher was set up just a little bit outside, and he did not get the call on that one. 2 balls and a strike to Wiesman. And the pitch swung on, ground ball towards first, and it scoots foul. And that's good for Wiesman. Probably would have been an easy out. So instead, it's now 3 balls, 2 strikes, and Wiesman has a little bit of new life. Again here for post 164, Pete Lien Memorial Field in Rapid City. Paul James, Clayson Davis on the video, and getting everything set up and hopefully ready to go. It's been a bit of a battle here this afternoon. Got to love it when that happens, right?
No, if it was easy, everyone would do it.
Here's the swing and a fly ball, and it's going to hook foul and out of play. Off the Shields sign down right field way.
Wiesman's got a hold of a few of these. Like I said, just can't quite get it into the field of play, but like I said, he was hot during the Tellinghausen tournament, so he's trying to build on that momentum.
Swinging a foul back just below our microphone on the backstop there. You can hear a little bit more action down on the field here this afternoon. Waiting on deck is Jack Branham. Again, the count full with 1 out, nobody on. Here, top of the first. Taking a long time is Knutson. I'm thinking we're going to see somebody blink here, but nope. Knutson pitches. Swinging a ground ball towards second. A slow roller. Got to get there. Down the line goes Wiesman, but they throw him out in time. So 4-3 put out is going to be out number 2 of the inning for Spearfish post 164. Jack Branham is coming to bat here for post 164. And here's the first pitch to Branham. It's a curveball in there for a strike. And again, the left-handed batting Branham, the right-handed pitching Knutson. That ball starts outside and curves its way back towards the plate. Another pitch pretty much there, but he kind of served it up, and Branham dumps that one into right field for a base hit. It just wasn't quite in as good of a spot as the previous one. And Branham did not let him make that mistake. He made sure to capitalize on that. So Branham is the first base hit of the afternoon and evening for Spearfish post 164. It's going to bring up the cleanup hitter, Cody Chapman. Cody pitched yesterday. Did a pretty good job against a tough Sioux Falls team, pitching the entire game, the entire 7 innings through 98 pitches yesterday. And he is up here trying to make something happen with 2 outs in the top of the first. There's a pitch that's a little bit low and outside for a ball.
Yeah, and Branham and Chapman both pitched the past few games versus the Sioux Falls team, so their days are pretty much over as it comes to pitching this week, so we'll be excited to see who else will come onto the mound for post 164.
There's a ball. And up in the dirt, it looks like Branham's going to try to get there, and he is out. The throw beat him. The ball was blocked by the home plate catcher. It went in front of the plate, and the catcher had to kind of jump down and scoop that ball up. Blake picked it up and chucked it on down to second and got Branham trying to take a base there. So that's going to be it for post 164. Chapman will still be batting here as we get to the second inning, but Spearfish is out in the first. No runs, 1 hit, and nobody left on base. And we're going to head to the bottom of the first with Rapid City Post 320 coming to bat. We will take a break, and we will be back again. It's Post 164 baseball. It's on KDSJ AM and FM and on KDSJ-TV on YouTube.
In a world of few guarantees, Jake's Collision Repair stands behind all of their work with a lifetime guarantee. Jake's Collision Repair uses only original parts made by your vehicle's manufacturer instead of lower quality aftermarket parts. Certified technicians work with the latest state-of-the-art equipment, and Jake's Collision Repair is preferred by most insurance companies and works with all of them. Jake's Collision Repair, 2416 Junction Avenue in Sturgis and 4415 East Colorado Boulevard in Spearfish.
The dentists and team at Dana Dental Arts in Spearfish are committed to providing you and your family with high-quality dental care.
Hi, I'm Dr. Brad Dana from Dana Dental Arts. Technology and the latest in dental procedures are part of what our family can bring to yours. Make an appointment today and let us show you how our family would love to be your partner in dental health.
In Spearfish, call 642-7727 now. Dana Dental Arts utilizes the latest procedures and most up-to-date technology. Dana Dental Arts, let our family care for yours.
Back we are here at Pete Lien Memorial Field in Rapid City. Paul James, Clayson Davis with you on KDSJ, AM and FM, and on KDSJ-TV on YouTube. If you were thinking about trying to look at it through the Facebook page, I think we're having a little trouble staying connected on that, so we'll have to see if we can't rectify that. Maybe not, but either way, we're on YouTube and KDSJ-TV, so if you haven't subscribed to the KDSJ-TV YouTube page yet, you should do so, and then you'll be notified then when we go live and do a live sporting event such as this. And again, both the games of this doubleheader on KDSJ-TV as Post 320 comes to bat. It is going to be for Spearfish. I believe that's, is that Riley Polrise, or is that? Here's a swing and a foul off to the right.
That is number 13. That is Tucker Olson.
Tucker Olson batting, or I should say pitching, for Spearfish Post 164. Yes, Branham at first. Walker Viesman is at second. Aiden Meverton at short. Sean Sewell is at third. Next pitch is high for a ball. It's a ball and a strike to Decker for Post 320, leading off the inning.
Olson, last time we saw him on the mound was that thriller against Douglas when they went into extra innings, and it was a 11-8 ball game. So Tucker rested up from that thriller and interested to see what he can do today.
2-1 now the count. Olson's pitch. Oh, strike. Nice curve ball. Again, right-handed pitching Olson, so his curve breaks away towards the left-handed batter's box. Decker bats right. He's way up there to the line now. Ooh, let that one go through there. It was a pretty darn close pitch to take for ball 3. Borderline there, could have rung him up. Full count now for Decker. Swinging a foul, he pulls it left and out of play, out to the batting cages. And we'll reset and start it over again. Olson looking in, full count. Strike 3, struck him out, and looked like Decker was almost not interested in swinging at all, but he took it, thought maybe it was low, but it was just too close to take. So Olson, first strikeout of the game, gets the leadoff man. There's one out. That's going to bring up Feger for Post 320. Going to be a strike as he floats a slow curve in there again. As some of these guys, they're super geared up for a lot of speed in some cases. So when you see a bit slower pitcher, it's hard to time it up. That one outside. Beautiful sunny day. It's borderline, I wouldn't call it hot, but it's one of the warmer days you've probably been a part of if you've been playing baseball. There's a swing and a foul again off to the right. So a ball and 2 strikes. It's going to be many hotter days ahead than this, but
getting to the dog days of summer. I am kind of glad to be sweating a little bit because last time I was here on this field, I was busy
freezing.
trying to keep myself dry.
Oh, yeah, and it was raining, too.
Had that 2-hour rain delay for the Veterans Tournament.
That's right. Next pitch in there for a ball. It's 2-2 now. to Feger. One out, nobody on. Bottom of the first for post 320. Another strike. Oh, and that's strike 3. So that's twice, 2 in a row, that Olson has rung up looking at strike 3. Great location by Olson starting this one off. He's been around the strike zone with literally every pitch, and that's going to bring up Sales, the third baseman. Here, he was ready. He's swinging. He's driving it into right center, and that's going to drop in the gap and roll all the way to the wall. He's thinking 3. Here comes the throw in, and it's not going to be in time. I do not believe it is not, but a triple for Sales. He was ready, looking at the first two teammates strike out on those slow curveballs, and he just waited and dropped the barrel on that one and drove it to right center. So here comes Peterson, the center fielder for post 320, with 2 out and a runner on third. Olson's pitch swung on, driven deep to left, going back and making the catch for post 164 is Halen Hiding. He retreated back to his right, looking up at it, and made the catch kind of on the run, and that puts that threat to bed for post 320. So Spearfish, they give up a hit as well, but post 320 for Rapid City does not capitalize on it. They do not score. We head to the top of the second inning. No score between Spearfish post 164 and Rapid City post 320. It's post 164 baseball here on KDSJ-TV on YouTube, and of course on KDSJ AM 980 and 103.5 FM. We're back in a minute.
We're all going somewhere. Going higher, faster, farther. Going in new directions, to new places. At Monument Health, we keep going so you can keep going. We're dedicated to advanced orthopedic care with the latest innovations, technology, expertise, and treatment. So keep exploring, keep making memories, keep going with Monument Health as your partner. Learn more at monument.health/orthopedics.
Vehicles today are complicated and expensive. The professionals at Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram in Spearfish are here to guide you through everything automotive. From cars, trucks, and SUVs to parts and repairs, Junix takes the confusion out of automobile ownership. Enjoy the ride with Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. Family owned since 1931 on West Jackson in Spearfish.
Back we are at Pete Lien Memorial Field here in Rapid City. Spearfish post 164 leads off the top of the second, no score. Cody Chapman was at bat when Jack Branham got thrown out at second last inning. So he continues his at bat, actually starts with the fresh count. Swing and a miss on the first one.
Chapman was busy being the hero last week, too, at the Allen Tillinghusen tournament. Had 2 RBI singles to beat Belfield South Hart Saturday morning, and then that Saturday night had a single against Douglas.
Okay.
To win that thriller.
And he's got 2 strikes on him here, a delayed second strike call. There's a swing and a hard line drive and a base hit to left field for Chapman. So Chapman, not happy with maybe one of those strike calls, is like, all right, fine, I'll hit it. And both pitchers throwing some slow curves there, so if you're able to realize that, if you can pick up the spin of the ball and slow yourself down and go, okay, I'm going to wait on this, and they're pitches that are able to be driven, and Chapman just showed it, as did post 320 in the last inning against Olson. And now Halen Hiding, and we're going to have a throw to first as Chapman scoots back.
Hiding started the walk-on party during the tournament as he had the RBI single with the bases loaded to beat Buffalo, Wyoming at the bottom of the 7th during last Friday night's Allen Tillinghusen Senior Legion tournament coverage.
And Hiding holds up on that one a little bit low as the catcher scoots over to pick that one up, the catcher Blake. And Chapman takes his lead over at first. Knutson delivers. There's a swing and a miss from Hiding. Now Chapman a short lead again. Close enough so he can dive back as Knutson checks him. Here's the pitch. And Hiding able to hold up on that one. He had a notion, but he did not go for it. That's going to be 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, Hiding being picky with his pitches right now. He's the type of kid that will swing at a lot. He's not very picky. He has had the only home run for post 164 this year that we know of.
Yeah, he hit it in that Sasquatch game, right? That what do you want to call it?
Exhibition game?
Exhibition game, thank you.
Yeah, it was actually the only run scored by post 164, I do believe, was that home run. But no, if anyone on this post 164 ball club has proven to hit a home run, it is number 12 in black.
So a foul now, and then it's 2-2. Again, nobody out. Runner on first is Chapman. Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike 3. And again, first base occupied, so Hiding does not have the option to run on the drop third strike. He is out, and that's the first out of the inning.
Next batter, third baseman.
Here's Sean Sewell. Sewell will come up, try to move Chapman over here. I don't know if Chapman will have any ideas about trying to move up 90 feet here on Knutson. Knutson has thrown over a couple of times, trying to keep him close. A bigger lead for Chapman this time. And here's a throw over. Chapman doesn't even have to dive back. He steps back in.
Yeah, the pitcher turned his hips and then looked, so it kind of gave Chapman that cue to get back to first. He didn't even have to dive at it, just stepped right there on first base.
Keep an eye on that to see if he does make too much of a motion, which will then constitute a balk. But no, he pitches, comes home this time. It's a ball to Sewell. And Chapman takes his time now to take a bit of a lead here. And here's the pitch. And it's a ball. We've seen the home plate umpire make a couple of delayed strike calls, so I'm going to give him a second before I assume whether or not he calls a ball or a strike. It's 2 balls, no strikes to Sewell. Pitch is swung on hard to third. Nice stop from his knees to second and then on to first. A double play. Nice job by the third baseman, Sales. Gives it up to Decker covering second and then on to first for the double play. Looking at the replay right now, right?
KDSJ-TV replay, yeah. Third baseman caught that one on his knee, so it was just a nice subtle turn and throw to first. And then that was an easy play over to first, and then was just quick enough to make the play over to first, that is, for the double play. So good defense by the Stars.
And you don't make that play if you're Sales over at third. That could have been a run. Chapman could have been cooking for home depending upon how fast the left fielder got to it. But instead, it's a double play. Ends the inning for Spearfish. Got 1 hit and nobody left on base. That go around there. We head to the bottom of the second. Still no score. Spearfish in post 320. We're taking a minute, and we'll be right back right after this.
Oh, how quickly the seasons change in the Black Hills. Hi, it's Brandon Kemp from Superior Auto Solutions in Spearfish. Summertime equals a lot of summer driving, whether it's to and from work or hitting the road for that big summer vacation. Superior Auto Service Department can handle all kinds of repairs, from new tires, brakes, and oil changes to steering and suspension problems. And to keep cool, we can handle your AC recharge. Check us out online now at SuperiorAutoSD.com or stop by today at 642 East Colorado Boulevard at Superior Auto Solutions in Spearfish.
Fisher Sand and Gravel of Spearfish supports community and school athletics. Plus, they support community development with services in and around the Black Hills. Fisher is an aggregate company headquartered in Spearfish with 2 local commercial quarries in Beulah and Newcastle, Wyoming. They sell all sizes of aggregates for commercial and individual projects from a pickup load to thousands of tons. Whatever you need, Fisher Sand and Gravel, proud supporter of all community, college, and high school athletics. Good luck to all teams and athletes competing in today's game.
Back at Pete Lien Memorial Field, we are Bringing you a doubleheader action tonight. Paul James along with Clayson Davis on KDSJ Radio and TV on YouTube. Yes, I said TV. It's on YouTube right now. You can watch the video live. Again, if you have not liked or subscribed to the KDSJ-TV YouTube channel, please do so. And also the Facebook page as well. Black Hills Gold Hits, KDSJ. Like them on Facebook. And there's a swing and a drive out to left field, hiding kind of over in that previous spot he was where he made the third out of the last inning, and he hauls another one in. So hiding, doing a good job out in left field. As 1 out in the inning, it's going to bring up the next batter for post 320, Williamson, the DH. Big man. Okay, takes high for ball 1 from Olson. Olson, pretty effective with his pitches thus far. He's only thrown 17. There's a pitch that's a little bit low, so it's 2-0. Williamson's first time up to bat here is we haven't gotten through either order yet. That one's a little high too, so now 3-0. Williamson hits 6th in the order. Dressler is due up after him. There's a strike as Olson comes back strong. 3 balls and a strike now. There's a swing and a foul now out of play as Olson quickly gets back into this one here, makes the count 3-2. The 3-2 pitch is spoiled by Williamson. Might have been a little bit outside, but Williamson took a cut at it. There's a swing and a pop-up on the right side. Tough. The second baseman cannot haul it in for Spearfish. Walker Wiesman looked like he had a beat on it, but he was kind of, you could see the sun was in his face and looking up into the sky there. Look, it got his glove, but it dropped out of his glove, so that'll be an error, the first of the game on Spearfish, and that's going to put Williamson on first. That's going to bring up Dressler as the first pitch to him is high for a ball. Those are the kinds of plays that sometimes come back to haunt you. It was a quote-unquote easy out. It was a pop-up. Olson did his job to get Williamson to put one high in the sky and just had to get under it and make the catch, but Wiesman not able to do so. So we'll see if Spearfish can somehow strand that one. Here's a good drive. Now long drive to right field, and it is off the wall. And we've got runners all the way now to second and third as Will Scharf there. Looked like he might have had a beat on that, but he's got his shades on out there. You're looking right back into the sun when you're in right field, and it went over his head and off the base of the wall. And that's going to be a double for Dressler. So second and third with 1 out. And that's going to bring up Blake, the catcher. Number 8 he bats in the order here as post 320 gets now to the bottom of their order. Olson's pitch. It's high for a ball. So definitely a good drive there by Dressler. Put some power into that one, hitting it the other way. Oh, there's a pitch a little bit outside. 2-0 now. Olson locating well early on here now. He's kind of dancing around the zone a little bit and throwing a few more balls than he would perhaps like to. Here's a drive to left field. That's a solid base hit. Hiding plays it on a couple of bounces, and he gets the ball thrown in, but scoring all the way from second is Williamson. Dressler scored ahead of him. That's a 2-run double for Blake, the catcher. Anderson Lockhart, shortstop, batting 9th. He will come to bat now with another one of his teammates in scoring position. So we had a little groundskeeping to do out at second. After Blake slid into second, they straightened the base out and the dirt out there a little bit, and Olson's ready to pitch to Lockhart. Their first pitch is a strike. Olson looks back at Blake, and he comes to home plate, and that's high as well. So now a ball and a strike. Next pitch low, so 2 balls and a strike. So if you can get one up in the air and over into the sun over in right field, it can cause some problems here. There's 2 balls in that neck of the woods that have given the right side of the infield and now the right fielder a little bit of problems trying to look back in that bright sky. Not a cloud here this afternoon. There's a swing and a foul off to the right. Now the count is full. So Olson here, let's see if he can come back strong and figure out how to get another out on the board and keep Blake at second. Blake kind of made a few steps towards right. Now it's Wiesman again in that same spot. He makes the catch this time. So Lockhart is out. We're headed to the back of the top of the order. Jacob Decker's coming back to bat. He is 0 for 1. He struck out in the first inning to lead off this game. Struck out looking. So big out there for post 164. Try to keep the damage to a minimum here. Scoreboard here shows 1-0, but it's actually 2-0. Here's a swing and a ground ball towards third, and that's going to go foul. Olson checks Blake back at second, then he steps off. Blake has shown that he may want to head towards third. Olson's pitch is outside for a ball. Close pitch there. Ball and a strike now. Again, back to the top of the order here with Decker. The pitch swung on, a ground ball. It's going to short. Meverden gloves it, throw to first, got him. So that ends the inning, but it's a couple of runs for Rapid City post 320. They get a few hits in the inning and a big RBI double for Lockhart, I believe is who it was. No, it was Blake. An RBI double for Blake, the catcher. That plated a couple runs, puts Rapid City post 320 up 2-0 over Spearfish. We will head to the top of the third inning, and we will be back with more right here on KDSJ AM 980 and 103.5 FM, KDSJ-TV on YouTube. We're back right after this.
The anticipation is building, and Heinzerling Concrete is laying the foundation for tonight's matchup. Heinzerling Concrete pours on the pride in every driveway, foundation, sidewalk, and decorative stamp patio they do. Give them a call at 210-2320 for concrete that can't be beat. Heinzerling Concrete is proud to support all activities that help students build solid foundations for life. Is there a foundation in your future? Give Heinzerling Concrete and Spearfish a call at 210-2320. That's 210-2320. Now more than ever, you need to keep your cool, and Wolf's Plumbing and Heating is here to help for all your summer cooling needs. Now is the time to schedule your checkup by calling 642-5755. Wolf's Plumbing and Heating is your trusted choice for repair or replacement with new air conditioning systems. Whether you need a tune-up or an upgrade, keep your cool with Wolf's Plumbing and Heating. Call 642-5755 and see more at wolfph.com.
Back at Pete Lien Memorial Field, we are in Rapid City. It is on KDSJ AM and FM, KDSJ-TV on YouTube. Paul James, Clayson Davis with you here this afternoon on a warm June day. Can't think of anything better to be doing, watching a little bit of baseball here on a Thursday evening. And it's going to be for post 164 leading off the inning, Brock Lewis. His first time up, 7-8-9 in the order for post 164. Lewis looks at ball one. Oh my, that one inside but called a strike. Looked like it breezed by the knees of Lewis, but it's called a strike. Ball and a strike. There's a swing and a hard ground ball to third. Gloved again by Saylor. Long throw over to third, and it pulls off the first baseman, but he tags Lewis coming down to first. So if you're going to pull your guy off the base, that's the direction you want to pull him off. So Sales gets the throw over to Heinz, and the put out at first for the first out of the inning. Going to be Will Scharf, the right fielder, for post 164, getting his first turn at the plate here this afternoon. Here's a swing and a miss, strike one. Owen Bruner on deck.
June 30th.
Knutson. There's a swing and a drive. That's a hard hit ball down the left field line, and it's just foul. Ooh, well hit ball by Scharf, but just pulled it foul by about a foot. So he'll come back and reset and do it all over again. This time, though, with 2 strikes on him. And you got to kind of mentally get back into it here. And remember, you got 2 on you here, so still got to protect the plate and go after anything close. There's a swing and a ground ball again to Sales. He gloves another one over to first. That time, that throw on the money. He's the vacuum cleaner over there at third for post 320, as he's had several opportunities and putouts here this afternoon already. Here comes Owen Bruner, catcher for Spearfish. As Knutson now has thrown 2.2 innings here, 2 2/3, giving up a couple of hits. He's thrown 34 pitches. There's number 35, which is a strike. There's a swing and a tapper just right back to the mound to Knutson. He runs over towards first, flips it to Heinz, and that's going to be it for Spearfish in the top of the third inning. So Spearfish has no runs, no hits, nobody left on base. They'll have the top of the order coming to bat when they bat in the fourth inning. But we head to the bottom of the third. It's post 322, Spearfish nothing. We're taking a break. We'll be back right here on KDSJ AM and FM and KDSJ-TV on YouTube.
Tools and the right equipment. You need it? Proline Equipment Rentals in Belfouche has it. Contractors with all the new home construction continuing. Proline should be your first stop. Lifts of all sizes, and if you need to get way up, there's telehandlers, even including a man basket for safety. Working around the yard? Proline Equipment has dump trailers of all sizes. Plus, they're sure to have one that works with most pickups. Skid steers, trenchers, mini excavators, got those too. Call 723-7677 or stop by today off North Highway 85 in Belfouche. Proline Equipment Rentals. Visit ProlineEquipmentRentals.com. American Colloid, a minerals technologies company, is one of the world's leading producers of bentonite clay, mined right here in Belle Fourche and Colony, Wyoming since 1927. Some uses are waterproofing, water filtration, health and beauty products, and cat litter, to name a few. American Colloid delivers technology-driven solutions that enhance the essentials of daily life for people around the world. American Colloid, innovative technologies, essential solutions.
Back at Pete Lien Memorial Field in Rapid City. Again, Paul James, Clayson Davis with you here this afternoon on a Thursday evening. Rapid City post 320, ready to come to bat here in the bottom of the third inning. Looks like they've got Sturgis coming up, the Titans. That game going to be coming up on the 17th. On the 20th, it's the Dickinson Rough Riders as they take on, I believe, a couple of doubleheaders in a row there. Then tougher competition in Yankton on the 24th, and Winter Cologne coming up on the 25th. So that's what's ahead for the post 320 Stars. As they're looking at this game here tonight, though, this is important. This is state play. This counts towards the end of the season when it comes to seeding and who you'll be playing, where you may be going for your game if you're towards the bottom of the standings. So all the wins you could muster here on these conference, if you will, games that count towards your standings. Tucker Olson back out there for post 164. Here's a swing and a drive. That's going into shallow center, and it's going to drop for a base hit in front of Cody Chapman, who is coming on. No way for him to get to it. Thought maybe Meverden would be able to run it down from short. He gave it a look, but just a little bit too far out there. So a leadoff single is going to put a base runner on for post 320. Feger, the left fielder, is, and we're going to have a hit by pitch. I believe that nicked his helmet.
I believe so, yeah. He's grabbed his helmet, readjusted, and it headed over to first. But
yep. And now Coach for Spearfish coming out. Parker Laux going to have a conference at the mound here. Now second and third, there's nobody out. So just like that, a soft little base hit into center field and then a hit by pitch. Now you're in a kind of a hole here with a couple of runners on, so good time out here by Coach Laux as he tries to settle down Olson a little bit and kind of talk to the guys, say, all right, here's our situation. We got second and third, and just got to know where we're going to go with the ball. We got to know what we're doing. And a little bit of a conference out there with Laux and the home plate umpire, and we'll be ready to go once again. And it looks like, we did have a changeup. I didn't realize that real quick. It's going to be Walker Viesman that's going to be pitching. He comes in for Tucker Olson. So Tucker, his afternoon is done, and Viesman will get a shot on the mound here this afternoon for post 164. Again, a little bit of trouble on the base pass. Two runners on for post 320 rather. Second and first. Nobody out of the inning. We'll take a short break here, and we will be back with more Post 164 baseball here on KDSJ AM and FM and KDSJ-TV.
It's been 50 years since Pillin Optical decided to open their doors and offer outstanding quality eye care to the community. Things have changed, the style of frames, the store location, and just a few other things. But what has not changed is their philosophy of quality eye care, superior customer service, the best selection of frames, all at the best prices around. After all, at Pillin Optical, quality eye care and customer service is the most important thing next to your sight. Pillin Optical, family owned for 50 years, 409 Kansas City Street.
Again, Walker Viesman coming in relief of Tucker Olson. The book is closed on him. Well, not quite. There's a couple of runners on base that are his responsibility. 2 innings pitched, 2 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs thus far. But again, the runners on first and second count against him should they happen to score. And it's going to be Viesman that comes in to try to get post 164 out of the inning. Olsen over to second. Everybody else in the infield the same, as Wiesman continues to take a few of his warm-up pitches here in game number 1 of this doubleheader on a Thursday afternoon in Rapid City. A sunny Thursday. Really hardly, I don't know if there's wind at all. Don't see anything fluttering. I don't see a flag moving or anything. So Wiesman ready to go. And now the runners advance quickly, and it's going to be a strike, I do believe, but both runners move up on a double steal. So I do believe we have one strike against Peterson. Oh, no, they called a ball. I thought he had his bat up. Maybe he pulled it back at the last second. There, the next pitch is high now, 2-0. As those base runners for post 320 trying to put early pressure on Walker Wiesman.
Wiesman was the closer against Buffalo. Did a good job of closing that one out, too, with the bases loaded.
There's a high pop-up. Brunner gets rid of his stuff, and, oh, he does make the catch. He didn't throw it very far away and almost stepped on his helmet. So the out is recorded, and got one up on the board for post 164. Keeps the runners at second and third, most importantly. Again, those easy plays, that's not easy. I can't say that it's easy. It's hard. It's straight up in the air, and Brunner had to make some adjustments. But once you get that hitter to make a mistake, pop something up, you want to make that out desperately to make it easy on your pitcher and get yourself moving through the inning. So Wiesman ready to go against Heinz. Heinz, a ground ball goes off Branham, and then it's picked up, and it looks like, oh, he's going to make it on down to first base. So the ball skipped off of Branham, shot up in the air. Olsen gloved it. Came running to first to try to cover the bag, but Heinz got down the light. Heinzman got down the line, and he is on first. And that scored a run from third, so now we have first and third with one out for post 320. And the score again now 3-0. And a pitch a little bit high and inside as Speed coming into bat. He is a pinch hitter coming in for Williamson in the DH slot. So the runner at third trying to create some havoc there, and he does. Now we're going to have a quick throw back to third. Sewell gloves it as post 320 just getting guys moving all over the place to try to make it uncomfortable on Wiesman. Sales on third, and Heinzman now moves to second on a stolen base. There's a pitch high and outside now, 3-0. Called strike on a 3-0 pitch from Wiesman. Wiesman trying to make some big pitches here. A little bit inside, and Speed has to kind of scoot out of the way of that one. So that's a walk, and now the bases are loaded. And we'll see Coach Laux comes out of the dugout here to give some signs to his infield. Looks like the middle infield is playing back at double play depth, but the corners are up. Certainly try to gun out the run at home plate there. It's a force at home, so trying to do what they can to keep the damage to a minimum here is post 164. First pitch, a strike. Next one, a ground ball, and it's softly hit, but right through the infield, and that's going to score one. And now at home plate, the throw is high. Now down to third, the throw goes. That's not in time, so the runner's safe there. And, of course, the batter, Dressler, goes all the way to second. So a couple of runs score on the play. And that's going to make it 5-0. And no out recorded there for post one. Oh, they did get the out at third. So
catcher number 21, Shona Blake.
not completely empty-handed with Spearfish on that one. They do get the out at third, but as I said, a couple of runs score. So, again, some crooked numbers being put up by Post 320. Now extending their lead to 5-0 over Spearfish here. So 2 out, runner on second. And the batter swings, pops one up. Blake to left field. Hiding is there, and he makes the catch. That's the third out of the inning, but again, of course, Post 320 scores. They put 3 runs on the board that time, 2 runs that last inning, and it's now 5-0 as we head to the top of the fourth. Spearfish Post 164 is coming to bat in the top of the fourth. We'll take a break. We'll be back with more right here on KDSJ AM and FM, KDSJ-TV on YouTube.
Off June 30th, followed by 4 exciting performances of PRCA rodeo action. It's perfect for the whole family. This year's roundup features Cowboy Kenny's Steel Rodeo and Misfit Cowboy Brian Pack. Dust yourself off after the rodeo and marvel at the massive firework display July 2nd and 3rd. Plus, a huge Independence Day parade. Get your tickets now at blackhillsroundup.com. The Black Hills Roundup, the buck starts here.
Tools and the right equipment. You need it? Proline Equipment Rentals in Belfouche has it. Contractors with all the new home construction continuing. Proline should be your first stop. Lifts of all sizes, and if you need to get way up, there's telehandlers, even including a man basket for safety. Working around the yard? Proline Equipment has dump trailers of all sizes. Plus, they're sure to have one that works with most pickups. Skid steers, trenchers, mini excavators, got those too. Call 723-7677 or stop by today off North Highway 85 in Belfouche. Proline Equipment Rentals. Visit ProlineEquipmentRentals.com.
Back we are at Post 320's Pete Lien Memorial Field in Rapid City. Paul James, Clayson Davis here with you this afternoon on KDSJ-TV on YouTube and on AM and FM, 980 AM, 103.5 FM. Game number 1 on the radio here this afternoon as well. So if you're hearing us broadcast on the radio this afternoon, hey, you can turn your attention to KDSJ-TV on YouTube as well. Game number 2 on TV only on KDSJ-TV on YouTube. All you got to do is go to youtube.com on any browser. You can do it on your smart TV as well. Pull up your YouTube app and search KDSJ-TV and look for the live broadcast. And, of course, you will find one as we are broadcasting live. And pull up the video, sit back in the comfort of your own home, watch a little baseball on TV this afternoon and evening, or listen to us on the radio here. Maybe you're out sitting on the back deck enjoying a cold one. There's a ball a little bit inside Meverden. Aiden Meverden back up at the plate. As Aiden is 0 for 1 here this afternoon. There's a pitch a little bit high and outside, but called a strike. It's a ball and a strike to Meverden. There's a swing and a line drive to left, and that's going to drop for a base hit in front of the left fielder over there, Feger. It looked like Feger played it kind of safe there, didn't want to let that one skip by him, so he did not try to rush in on that one to make the catch. The ball hits the ground and bounces to Feger, so a base hit to lead off the inning for Meverden. That's going to bring up Walker Wiesman. Wiesman now the pitcher for Spearfish Post 164, coming in relief for Tucker Olson. And the ball a little bit outside. A bunt shown there for a second by Wiesman as Sales, the third baseman, crashed hard on that one. Wiesman gets his signs from Coach Laux down at third base. Meverden takes a short lead. Knudsen still in there for Post 320. Pitch on the outside. Now a snap throw down to first. And it gets away from the first baseman, and thinking better of it is Meverden. He got a late break. He didn't realize the ball got away from Heintzman and skipped into right field as Dressler heads up over there, backed him up.
It is smart for for Meverden to stay there on base. There's a few times during that tournament where Meverden almost got too far away from base, and he was caught out a few times.
I see.
Especially on those wild pitches. So smart of Meverden just to stay there. Especially if you're Spearfish, you can't afford to get any more outs.
No, here's a drive to the gap, right field, but making chase on that one is Dressler, and he hauls it in. And Meverden has to get back to first. So put a little drive in it, did Wiesman, but hung it up too far in the air there and gave a little bit too much time for Dressler over there to get underneath it for the first out of the inning. That's going to bring up Jack Branham for post 164. He's got a hit his first time up. He hit one into the right center field gap. There's a pitch for a strike to Branham. Branham, I think, hitting right around the 322 mark.
Yeah, he is 326.
326, okay. Now he checks his swing on that one as the ball skips away from the catcher, but he tracks it down, and we're going to have a ball there. So it's 2-1. A ball and a strike.
Anywhere from the third in the batting order all the way down to about 6 or 7 has been the sweet spot for Spearfish in the batting order of games of past. They can really turn it up here fast, which Spearfish needs, being down 5-0 halfway done with this one.
Definitely, and you made the point there. Strike 2 is called on Branham as Meverden stayed at first. You can't be getting out on the base pass when you're down 5-0. You got to play it a little bit safe there. You can't be too reckless. Branham, swing and a miss, strike 3 as that pitch on the outside part of the plate, and Branham could not make contact, and he's not happy as he heads back to the dugout. So that's out number 2. Here comes Cody Chapman. Chapman had a base hit. He's got one of the 3 hits for post 164.
282 on the year so far for Chapman as well.
And Knutson. There's a swing and a foul ball as Chapman had that. It was a bit of an inside one, but he got the bat out there and tried to pull it down third base way, and he pulled it foul instead. Knutson has thrown 47 pitches, 29 of them for strikes. Here's swinging a ground ball. That goes towards short. He's got to go all the way to first and a bounce into first from short. And it's picked by the first baseman, Heitzman, for the third out of the inning. So post 164 coming up empty-handed there in the top of the 4th inning. So we move on. We head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Again, it is still 5-0. Rapid City post 320 leading Spearfish post 164. First game of a doubleheader here this afternoon on KDSJ AM 980, 103.5 FM, KDSJ-TV on YouTube.
Invites you to try the new menu items now being offered at Maverick Steak and Cocktails. Watch the action as you dine inside the Gold Dust Casino with tables overlooking the gaming floor. Enjoy over 210 of the newest slot machines and table games in Deadwood. And use your club card for great discounts at the 2 hotels right in the middle of the action. Get reservations today by calling 605-559-1400 or visiting golddustdeadwood.com.
It's been 50 years since Pillin Optical decided to open their doors and offer outstanding quality eye care to the community. Things have changed, the style of frames, the store location, and just a few other things. But what has not changed is their philosophy of quality eye care, superior customer service, and the best selection of frames, all at the best prices around. After all, at Pillin Optical, quality eye care and customer service is the most important thing next to your sight. Pillin Optical, family owned for 50 years, 409 Kansas City Street.
Back we are at post 320, Pete Lien Memorial Field, as Walker Wiesman enters the second inning of work here this afternoon. Wiesman came in relief of Tucker Olson, who threw 2 innings. Olson threw 41 pitches, got into a bit of trouble in his third inning of work, so Wiesman came in and took care of the rest of that inning, so he starts his second inning of work as well. Now the pitch definitely inside. as his good friends tell him to wear it. The batter here leading off, Lockhart, for post 320. If he would have wore that, would have been on his cheekbone. Now the next pitch goes on the outside corner for Wiesman for strike one. Ball and a strike. Next pitch, bit low. 2-1. Wiesman has thrown now 16 pitches, so he's fairly early on. There's a soft liner, and that's going to drop in front of Chapman in center field for a base hit. So that leads off the inning as post 320 has been able to get their leadoff man on base in several of these innings. In the last 3 innings in a row, their leadoff man has gotten on. And the throw over to first, the runner back in time. And now showing bunt, and the pitch inside, and the throw down to second, not in time. And the runner steals second base. So Lockhart all the way down to second. Decker, the batter, showed bunt, but he pulled back at the last second. It's 1-0. So now he didn't have to give up an out to move his runner over. Here's a pitch a little bit high and outside from Wiesman to Decker.
And if you're Spearfish, you need to get out of this inning without allowing really
anything.
This game could be over quicker than we all think.
Pitch a little bit outside for a ball. Wiesman throws a strike that time. It's 3-1. And it looks like post 320 is just coming into this one saying we're going to be super aggressive here, whether it's our bats or our base running. We're going to make all kinds of create havoc if we can. Here's a ground ball to short. Meverden gobbles it up. Throw to first, got him, and then Branham's just got to hold it because the runner advances from second to third now. The first out of the inning.
Number 23,
So Decker is out on a ground out to Meverden. Lockhart advances to third. It's going to bring up Feger, the left fielder. He's got a hit. And he pops a bunt foul to the backstop. Sounds like thunder, but I can assure you it's not.
Yeah, our external mic there right here behind home plate does a good job picking up the action.
And the next pitch high. So a ball and a strike. Again, the runner at third, post 164, trying to keep him there. Lockhart at third. As Feger swings and misses. 2 strikes. Ball and 2 strikes. Now Wiesman trying to come up with a big pitch here and a big out. Here's a swing and a hard hit ball into the gap in right center field. It's cut off by Scharf as that scores the runner Lockhart from third. So another big base hit for post 320. Feger came up big there. That was his second hit of the game. And now here comes Sales. Tegan Sales. Been doing well over at third, accounting for several outs as post 164 has hit a few balls his way in this contest. First pitch is a ball high from Wiesman. So 6-0. Post 320 leading. Next pitch high and outside for a ball. There's a swing and a hard ground ball. No, it's tailed off. It was actually a soft ground ball. I thought it came off the bat a lot harder than it did. It was Olson able to track that one down at second for an easy out, so out number 2 in the inning. And scampering back to first base was Feger there. Didn't want to get doubled off. I almost thought maybe Olson could have tried to go after him, but Branham not quite in position to try to get him doubled off. There's a runner and a swing and a miss, and now Bruner can't even attempt to throw down. As the runner steals second. So Feger's at second. Peterson batting. He swings and pops one foul, I think. Is it out of play? Branham says he can't even see it. Put his hands up as he's looking back into the sun. That is difficult for the time of the day and the direction that that sun is setting, and you're on the right side of the infield. You better keep your eyes on the ball, and you better be wearing your shades. So 2 strikes on Peterson. He looks at strike 3. So post 164 gets out of the inning. They do give up 1. And there's a runner left on base for post 320. We are going to head to the top of the 5th. Post 164 needs to figure out some offense here as they come to bat. We're going to take a minute break. Again, 6-0 Rapid City post 320 leading Spearfish. We will take 1 minute. We'll be back after this right here on KDSJ AM 980, 103.5 FM, and KDSJ-TV on YouTube.
In a world of few guarantees, Jake's Collision Repair stands behind all of their work with a lifetime guarantee. Jake's Collision Repair uses only original parts made by your vehicle's manufacturer instead of lower quality aftermarket parts. Certified technicians work with the latest state-of-the-art equipment, and Jake's Collision Repair is preferred by most insurance companies and works with all of them. Jake's Collision Repair, 2416 Junction Avenue in Sturgis and 4415 East Colorado Boulevard in Spearfish.
We're all going somewhere. Going higher, faster, farther. Going in new directions, to new places. At Monument Health, we keep going so you can keep going. We're dedicated to advanced orthopedic care with the latest innovations, technology, expertise, and treatment. So keep exploring, keep making memories, keep going with Monument Health as your partner. Learn more at monument.health/orthopedics.
It's Pete Lien Memorial Field in Rapid City. Paul James, Clayson Davis with you here this afternoon. It's my first chance to do a game with you here on the newly created KDSJ-TV.
Well, we're happy we kind of got this up and running and kind of having a little bit of technical difficulties this go-around. Some of our graphics and everything hasn't had the chance to be working as well as we'd want it to, but nonetheless, it's still a work in progress.
It is. And the of course, the normal feed that we're able to bring up for you on Facebook now working here, but it is just fine on YouTube. So if you're trying to tune it in on Facebook and it wasn't working for you, you can skip on over to YouTube. And you can find the video there. And, of course, all your normal radio broadcast right here on KDSJ AM and FM. First pitch to Hiding is a strike. Second pitch is a swing and a miss for a strike.
The Spearfish been pretty much held to nothing on offense so far. Just 3 hits. I don't think anyone's even got to third base yet, so...
Yeah, post 164, not able to come up with the big hits when they need them at the right time. Just unable to make things fall into place. As post 164, 3 hits. They've been able not to walk once. No walks given up by Knutson. And that pitch a little bit high to Hiding. Been a couple of strikeouts for post 164. They've made contact, but they just haven't been able to put it where post 320 ain't. Here's a swing and a ground ball. Again to short, takes a little Sunday hop for the shortstop and a throw over to first. In time For out number 1 is Lockhart. Throws it over to Heintzman. And that's going to bring up Sean Sewell.
It's safe to say if I had $1 every single time I've seen a ball hit over to shortstop or third base, we'd be rich at this point.
Yep, there's been a few over there. Sewell, 0 for 1 on the day. Trying to change that here with 1 out, nobody on in the top of the 5th. Post 164 running out of outs. And there's a pitch inside as Sewell turns away. Knutson right back at it. Slow, and it gets away from the catcher right at the umpire's feet for ball 2 rather. Knutson, 4.1, 4 1/3 innings pitched. He's given up 3 hits, struck out a couple. He's thrown 55 pitches, 35 of which are for strikes. Now another one inside as Sewell turns away at the last second. 3-0 to Sewell as he's trying to draw the first walk. As Sewell steps off the back of the mound and kind of regroups, gathers himself, and he's ready to go. And that one's low. So Sewell does indeed get the first walk. No shame in that. Need base runners. Only the first walk issued by Knutson.
Next batter, second baseman, number 13, Tucker Olson.
Olson, the second baseman, now started out pitching this game. Moved over to second when Wiesman came in. Wiesman moved from second to pitcher. And the pitch. Swinging a drive into the gap in left center field. That drops. And it's cut off by the center fielder. So Sewell's going to stop at second as the throw misses the cutoff, but the third baseman, Sales, comes in to pick it up. And backing up is Knutson over at third. So there was no chance for Sewell to get down to third. So first and second now with 1 out as post 164 finally gets a little something going.
And post 164 has been looking for a hit like that to split the outfielders and put any sort of pressure on the outfield and get some base hits. Can't win it all back in one swing, so you got to chip away at it piece by piece. It's like you said, running out of outs.
Yep. So you can't make him on the base pass. Here's Will Scharf. Will drove one to left. There he drives one towards the third baseman, and he gloves it. Sales throw to first, and they got him. Oh, no, safe. Perhaps Heintzman pulled his foot. Now base is loaded. Yep, he said through. He pulled his foot. They'll throw, pulled him off. Can't quite see that angle from here in terms of whether or not his foot was stuck to the bag. So a break there for post 164. Base is loaded now. There's your runner at third. Clayson finally for post 164, and that's going to bring up Bruner. Owen Bruner 0 for 1. Need a big hit here, does Bruner. He looks at strike 1. Post 320 got the corners up. Playing on the grass in the infield. Heintzman at first. Sales over at third. Trying to cut that run down at home. Knutson. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on and popped up. And the center fielder loses his footing. Can he recover? He does. He records the out. Now the throw to the infield. On to home, and they got him. Sewell is out at home. He tried to tag and score from third in the KDSJ replay here as the center fielder had a bit of a time out there, but the relay throw came into home, and they got Sewell trying to tag up and score from third. So the opportunity there for post 164, base is loaded and 1 out. It goes by the wayside. So we're going to head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Still no score for post 164 out of Spearfish. Rapid City post 326 on the board. We'll take a minute. We'll be back here on KDSJ AM and FM and on KDSJ-TV.
The dentists and team at Dana Dental Arts and Spearfish are committed to providing you and your family with high-quality dental care.
Hi, I'm Dr. Brad Dana from Dana Dental Arts. Technology and the latest in dental procedures are part of what our family can bring to yours. Make an appointment today and let us show you how our family would love to be your partner in dental health.
In Spearfish, call 642-7727 now. Dana Dental Arts utilizes the latest procedures and most up-to-date technology. Dana Dental Arts, let our family care for yours.
We're all going somewhere. Going higher, faster, farther. Going in new directions, to new places. At Monument Health, we keep going so you can keep going. We're dedicated to advanced orthopedic care with the latest innovations, technology, expertise, and treatment. So keep exploring, keep making memories, keep going with Monument Health as your partner. Learn more at monument.health/orthopedics.
Back we are at Pete Lien Memorial Field. Again, that drive to center we take a look at again as Peterson lost his footing out there, was able to recover and record the out, got the relay throw to home, and in plenty of time able to get Sewell as he tried to tag and score from third. So post 164 not able to get on the board in the top of the inning, the top of the fifth. Instead, we head to the bottom of the fifth, 6-0. Post 320 still leading post 164, 6-0. Left-handed batter is going to be a ground ball as Meverden able to keep it in the infield on the backhand, but no go on gloving it. So a leadoff single to score, or rather to get the leadoff man on yet again for post 320. Speed coming to bat his second time in the DH spot. He's 0 for 1. Actually, he is 0 for 0. He walked his first time up. It was Heinzman that got that base hit previously, so Speed swings and misses. Now big curve inside, didn't curve much, didn't break much as Speed looked away at the last second. It's a ball, 2-0. Wiesman now with 35 pitches. It's a 3-0 count to Speed. Got Heinzman over there on first. Here's a swing and a foul back. 4, strike 1, 3-1. Three-one pitch is driven hard to left field, hiding way back, and it is going to be off the wall. He picks it up and chucks it into Meverden at short, overthrows the cutoff, but it goes right to Sewell at third. So a hefty drive by Speed out to left field. It's a double. So runners now on second and third with nobody out for post 320. And that's going to bring up Dressler, the right fielder. Dressler, a couple of hits already on the day. He's looking for number 3. He does swing and drive one to center as Chapman gets turned around, and that drops for a hit. And then he mishandles the ball, and so that's going to score the runner from third. And now the runner from second comes all the way around to score as well. So a 2-run double for Dressler.
Next batter, catcher, number 21.
That is 4 RBIs on the day for Dressler, as he's just killed Spearfish every time he's come up. And that's going to make the score 8-0. And again, nobody out. Post 164 in danger of being 10-runned here, as there's nobody out, runner on second. Here's strike 1. Post 320, if they put up 2 more in the bottom of this inning, it'll be over. There's a swing. It's a cue ball. Oh, it goes through the legs of Branham and into right field, and that's going to score the runner from third. 9-0 now as Branham didn't get the glove down. It was a cue ball right off the end of the bat.
Shortstop, number 5, Anderson Lockhart.
It was Blake that was fooled somewhat by the speed of the pitch coming out of Wiesman's hand, but it gets by Branham, and then the run scores now 9-0. So the winning run at first for Post 320. Lockhart, the shortstop, he's got a hit on the day. 1 for 2. Pitch is a strike. Now it's a ball and a strike. Been some tough luck for Spearfish pitching, too, in terms of the play behind them. And the pitch a little bit low and inside for a ball. 2-1. No excuses, but it's a couple of games yesterday in Chamberlain. A long trip out there, long trip back, and then you turn around, you got to play a couple more, but you got to be focused and you got to be ready to go. Yes, Post 320 played last night. They played at home versus Box Elder Post 315. Split that doubleheader. They won one 4-1 and lost the other one 20-10. A football score there. Here's a swing and a foul off the end of the bat.
And if you're 320, you needed to take advantage of this home stretch because they got some tough games coming up as well. Just 4 wins on the season is Post 320, but they're playing not like just a 4-win team here in this first game of the doubleheader.
No, they're not. They're running the bases aggressively. They're swinging aggressively, taking advantage of mistakes by Post 164. Here's a swing and a ground ball to third, and it's off the glove of Sewell, and nobody covering third. Now Sewell retreats back that way, and Meverden goes to pick it up at short. So there's another tough luck there. An error at third. Just can't quite glove it, can Sewell. Potential out there. Instead, still nobody out. Runners on first and second. A winning run now at second for Post 320. First pitch is high from Wiesman for a ball.
It just seems like today everything seemed to be hard for Post 164. I mean, yeah, looking into that sun, it's not easy for anyone.
Here's a drive now into the gap in left center field as Heiding picks it up, and it's going to be the winning run coming to home plate, and that's going to do it. That is ball game here for game 1 of our doubleheader here this afternoon as Post 320 puts 10 on the board here in the 5th inning, the bottom of the 5th, to win this one over Spearfish Post 164 by a final of 10-0. So, boy, not very well hit, not very hard hit, but hit in the right spot. There's been a few hits this afternoon that Post 320 has hit in the right spot, and yes, they have hit a few of them hard as well off of Spearfish Post 164 pitching, but that is going to do it as Spearfish Post 164 drops game 1 here this afternoon. Of course, we're on live on KDSJ 980 AM 103.5 FM in this first game for you here today. But of course, the second game will only be on YouTube on KDSJ-TV. So if you want to check out game number 2, that'll be coming up here in a little bit. 10-0 the final of this one here with Post 320. Winning over Spearfish Post 164. We'll take a break. We'll be back with more as we wrap up game number 1 right here on KDSJ. Don't go away.
Oh, how quickly the seasons change in the Black Hills. Hi, it's Brandon Kemp from Superior Auto Solutions in Spearfish. Summertime equals a lot of summer driving, whether it's to and from work or hitting the road for that big summer vacation. Superior Auto Service Department can handle all kinds of repairs, from new tires, brakes, and oil changes to steering and suspension problems. And to keep cool, we can handle your AC recharge. Check us out online now at superiorAutoSD.com or stop by today at 642 East Colorado Boulevard at Superior Auto Solutions in Spearfish.
The anticipation is building, and Heinzerling Concrete is laying the foundation for tonight's matchup. Heinzerling Concrete pours on the pride in every driveway, foundation, sidewalk, and decorative stamp patio they do. Give them a call at 210-2320 for concrete that can't be beat. Heinzerling Concrete is proud to support all activities that help students build solid foundations for life. Is there a foundation in your future? Give Heinzerling Concrete and Spearfish a call at 210-2320. That's 210-2320.
Fisher Sand and Gravel of Spearfish supports community and school athletics. Plus, they support community development with services in and around the Black Hills. Fisher is an aggregate company headquartered in Spearfish with 2 local commercial quarries in Beulah and Newcastle, Wyoming. They sell all sizes of aggregates for commercial and individual projects from a pickup load to thousands of tons. Whatever you need, Fisher Sand and Gravel, proud supporter of all community, college, and high school athletics. Good luck to all teams and athletes competing in today's game.
Now more than ever, you need to keep your cool, and Wolf's Plumbing and Heating is here to help for all your summer cooling needs. Now is the time to schedule your checkup by calling 642-5755. Wolf's Plumbing and Heating is your trusted choice for repair or replacement with new air conditioning systems. Whether you need a tune-up or an upgrade, keep your cool with Wolf's Plumbing and Heating. Call 642-5755 and see more at wolfph.com.
Back here at Pete Lien Memorial Field, Game 1 of this doubleheader today with Spearfish Post 164 taking on Rapid City Post 320. It's over 10-0, an hour and 19 minutes. Very fast game for Post 320, taking care of Spearfish in that one. Spearfish awfully flat in their first game of this doubleheader here today, so they're going to have to regroup and come back strong for game number 2 here this evening. Kind of take a look at the tale of how this one went. Tucker Olson started the game for Post 164. He threw 41 pitches, only about 55% for strikes. He got a couple of guys on base in the 3rd inning on first and second with nobody out, and that's when Coach Parker Laux went to relief for him, brought in Walker Wiesman, and Wiesman was able to get out of the inning, but there still were 3 runs that scored that particular inning for Post 320, and Wiesman went the rest of the way. He was not able to record an out in the 5th and final inning before Post 320 put 10 on the board, and 10-run ruled this one here over Spearfish Post 164. Knutson for Post 320 went the distance, pitched 5 full innings, gave up 4 hits, walked 1, struck out 2. But, of course, did not give up a run to Post 164. So a big win for Post 320 here in our first game of the doubleheader here today. And, of course, all the standings, too, is we'll see if we can't bring up the standings for American Legion Baseball in the state of South Dakota. Of course, these are conference games. These are in-state games that count towards your record at the end of the season. So you want to do as good as you possibly can on these games, which I'm trying to pull up here. And, of course, when I want to do it on the fly, it ain't working for me. So we'll have to get to those as we come on the air for the second game here this afternoon, and we'll give you all the standings here. So let's see, senior division. I think I got it now. Yes. So the standings coming into today, Harrisburg Gold, they are the number 1 team in the state. Rapid City Post 22 is number 2. Then it's Watertown, Yankton, Renner, Sioux Falls East, then West, then Aberdeen, Huron, Brookings, Harrisburg Maroon, Brandon Valley, Spearfish comes in ahead of Post 320 on the day, but now giving up a win here this afternoon. Post 320 equals them in the amount of wins in the conference, in the state. Post 320 then right after Spearfish in the standings, then Box Elder, Renner, Pierre, and Sturgis in at last place. So that's the way the standings look coming into today. We will have game number 2. We're going to be on KDSJ-TV only, so we'll have that coming up for you here in a little bit. And on KDSJ Radio, we're going to get you back into music, of course. But if you want to take in game number 2, probably be about 15, 20 minutes or so before we get to the next game here this afternoon. So I think that's going to wrap it up for us here on KDSJ, AM and FM. Again, on YouTube, we will be back for you as well with more. Just search for KDSJ-TV on YouTube to take in game number 2. And, of course, we will be back with more right here on KDSJ AM and FM. Once again, the next time out, we'll let you know when our next broadcast is going to be. And for now, for Clayson Davis, I'm Paul James with you. Everybody have a great evening.